So we're going to go ahead and just look at this video of the Chicago mayor, Brandon Johnson, and we're just going to go and check it out. I wanted to have some hope for the man, but ever since he's been there, and I gave him some grace. I said, okay, y'all talking all this mess. The man ain't even been there for a month. It was like 3 weeks. I said, calm down. And then I was like, ah, well, just give him a little bit of time. He's new. He's a new employee. Then I said, oh, dude, what you doing? Come here. What you doing? But let's go ahead and look at this video.
Hey, Mayor. Following up on Taman's question, part of the reason it was so noteworthy that you proposed a property tax hike is that you campaigned against it, of course. And so I want to understand why you're standing behind it now. Why do you think that property taxes are still the best way to raise $150 million? Do you view this as the best way to make a structural budget change, or
yes.
What is it?
So I got all 5 of your questions, so pass the mic, no follow-up. All right, we got to be fair, but that was smooth, Jake. Look, this is about making investments in people.
I did have a follow-up. And
so
that,
your
that was,
first 5 questions?
It was one question.
No, it wasn't. You asked me about, I campaigned for something, and then I did not do that. And then you asked whether or not that was the right call to make. That's what you did. That was 2 questions, Jake. I'm just saying, go ahead with your follow-up. But I'm saying that if we're going to hold to the rules in this space for your colleagues, just stick to it, okay? Go ahead. You can get a follow-up this time.
Your chief of external affairs reportedly insists you have 26 votes on this proposal.
Who did she say that to?
That was reported in the Sun-Times.
Who did she say it to?
I believe Franz Bielman, the reporter of that story.
But you're not sure.
Is that true, is what I'm asking.
Okay, so is it true that I have 26 votes on this proposal? Is it true? We are still in the process of negotiating.
So, now some people were saying like, oh man, he got so hostile. Not necessarily, because I have heard journalists, even politicians, where they're asking a question, whether they're on like these little panels on Fox or CNN or anything like that. And they have like these loaded questions. Like, it's just one question is 10, 15 questions. And you're like, well, you didn't answer the 9th one. It's like, you're asking too many questions, okay? And if the rule is you're supposed to ask one question, you were like, okay, well, if I word it in a way, where I put so many commas, come on. So I understand what he was meaning. But the real meat and potatoes of this is this, all right? We're talking about price hikes, okay? We're talking about property tax hikes, all right? Property taxes, for me, I don't think they should even exist. But if you go and look at a lot of different places throughout the world, property taxes are not really a thing, okay? Once you pay for your house, it's done. It's paid for. It's like buying a bike, and you buy the bike and the bike is bought. That's the thing. So of course he's trying to go and raise some funds and all that. I say, yo, there's other things you need to be cutting, okay? And some people's salaries, but because it's so expensive, and then it really affects the elderly population because they can't afford it. I know from personal experience, they cannot afford it. So they got to move out of their place that they called home for majority of their life, because now they cannot afford to even live here anymore, and you're over here saying, oh, well, we gotta find a way to make some money. Well, this ain't the way to do it. Okay, go find something else. This ain't the way to do it. All right, but let me know what you all think about this story down below.